Hey, 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 how's it going, everyone? Hello over here on, of course, Instagram, and hello to those of you that are watching me over on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, all those other fun places. Thanks so much for joining me here on this cold, crisp day here in the ATL. I am Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady. And I want to welcome you all to another segment of Empowering Women Together. It's a series that I've been working on and that I've committed to work on for the entire month of March for in honor, of course, in honor of Women's History Month. And I kept leaving off one of the words the other day, but this is the segment of Empowering Women Together. And as we celebrate Women's History Month, we are truly reminded of many remarkable women. They've paved the way for us. And one of the keys to their success that as I continue to look into all of them that I've been researching and sharing with you all is that they had the ability to delegate tasks effectively. And that's what we need to learn how to do as well. And so in this live stream, today we're going to talk a little bit, or our topic is going to be delegate your way to more fun and less stress. 5 steps to leverage virtual assistants or admins for time consuming tasks. I'm excited about this topic because the more I do it, the more I free myself up. But in honor of Women's History Month, I want to talk about one particular lady that has inspired several people. She still inspires me, even though I don't get a chance to watch much TV. But when I did, Shonda Rhimes, you know, the creator of the hit TV show Grey's Anatomy, Scandal. A lot of people definitely know about that one. She credits part of her success to delegating her task. And she delegated, of course, to others who were skilled in the areas to be able to do the things that she needed them to be able to do. She once said, I'm just too busy to do everything myself. So I delegate everything that I can possibly delegate. You know, you're going to see that quote out here soon because it's just so on point. And by utilizing virtual assistants or admins, junior admins, you too can follow in her footsteps. Follow in the footsteps of Shonda Rhimes and focus on your core business while reducing that workload and easing that stress that we sometimes will run into as business owners, sometimes we'll run into as busy mompreneurs, right? So here are 5 steps to leverage virtual assistants or admins for time consuming tasks. The first step is to identify the task that you want to outsource. You got to identify that. Make a task list that are of the things that are time consuming, right? Or that you don't enjoy doing. It's okay to do that. I put that on my list first and foremost. Things such as data entry, email management, customer support, social media management, or whatever research you're having to do. Like this whole month, this entire 31 days, I already have it all mapped out for what I'm going to be sharing with you all, right? I did my research. Now, I could have had my junior admin to do it, but I wanted my special touch on it. But if it was something that I didn't like doing, I sure would have put that research out there to her to allow her to do just that as well. And you should consider that as well. Step 2 for my IG, or is it my Facebook and LinkedIn, is define the scope of work. And what you do with that is you need to clearly define the scope of work for each task. Each task, I know it may seem like it's time consuming, but these tasks need to even include the deliverables, right? Things that you need to get to people, timelines, any specific guidelines or requirements that you need to have out there, you need to have that on your scope of work, right? Be specific about what you expect from that VA or that admin so that you can avoid some misunderstanding and miscommunications. I find that most of us as business owners, I was guilty of it before too. In fact, my VA fired me years ago because of this. I expected for them to do things for me, but there was a lot of misunderstanding because I didn't give clarity. And that's because I wasn't clear. There was a lot of miscommunication. So it's very important for you to truly define your scope of work. Be clear. That way everyone's on the same page. Now, step 3, find a virtual assistant. Now, some of us don't know how to find them or what to look for when we're looking for them. You can look for them on various different type of platforms. There's freelance websites where you can find a virtual assistants. I personally will speak to people that I know that use them. I've tried all the other ones and they still work for me. But how I found good ones for me, I went to people that were actually utilizing some of those good VAs and ones that specialize in some of the things that I didn't specialize in, ones that were very basic because there's so many different ones. You have specialty ones and you have ones that just deal with the generic basics. But when you look at finding or locating one, go to people that use one. That way, you know they've been vetted, right? And you don't have to worry about being upset or confused because now you're having to stop and start every time you get a new one. Vet them by using someone else who has already used them, right? Um, when you're looking for them, choose a virtual assistant who has the skills and the experience necessary to complete the task that you want them to complete. You hire them because you need this particular project or whatever it is you're working on to be done, and you need them to be able to complete the task in a timely fashion. Step number 4, provide clear instructions. I kind of touched on it in step 3, but they need to be concise instructions to your virtual assistants, along with any necessary informations, if it's passwords, access to certain tools, systems, guidelines to ensure that that task that you're looking for them to be completed or to complete, that it's going to be done in its most satisfactory way. So you want to make sure that you don't become the bottleneck, right? You want to make sure you're not the problem. They're ready to go. They're all set. Now you're busy doing something else, but they're waiting on you for those passwords, those logins, and all of that. Make sure that you get it over to them. Make sure you position this thing to make it easy for that VA or that admin to assist you. And step number 5, track the progress. I'm all about tracking, I'm all about testing, and provide the feedback. Monitor the progress of that VA or that admin. Make sure that you are being honest with them. Find those bottlenecks, find the areas where they're weak in. You're not belittling them, but you're kind of training them to show up for you, right? To do what you need them to do, what's best for you. This will help them to improve their work. And of course, to ensure that they meet your expectations. Use project management tools, things such as Asana. Some people like Trello. I have my task manager that I include my VAs or my junior admins in, and that's Digital CEO Systems. And there's a task we can share with each other. I use those so that we can kind of talk to each other in real time mode. And that helps us all be on the same page. So by following these steps, you can leverage your VA or your admin to reduce your workload, because that's what you got them for, right? To bring down that workload, increase that productivity, and focus on the core aspects of your business, those things that you like working on. And the rest, you give it to them to take care of, right? So I hope that today's live was something that you can take and utilize to help you as you go and you begin to delegate and hire out or outsource out to someone else so that you can take your business and heck your life to the next level. Remember, delegation is not a sign of weakness. It is not, but rather a sign of what I consider strength and effective time management. That's all it is. So if you're ready to delegate your way to more fun and less stress, right? Because we as busy mompreneurs and wifepreneurs or women in business, we didn't get in business just so that we can be just tied down to our desk and just and living this whole mundane life. We want to enjoy fun. We want to live it in a less stressful way. We want to enjoy life and live it in a most effective way. So if you're ready to delegate that and you're not quite sure how to do it or which way to go, DM me the word leverage. Okay. I had that same word yesterday, but delegating is a form of leverage. And I'll send you a link to my discovery session calendar so that you can get on it and I can assist you by helping you think about or look at some ways that you can outsource some of those time consuming tasks. Let's empower each other and make the most of Women's History Month. This is Danette Moss, Business Systems and Implementation Strategist, aka the Strategy Lady over at Let's Talk Strategies and Digital CEO Systems. Thanks so much for joining me here on another segment of Empowering Women Together. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care now.